Called at the instance of the Akwa Ibom State Internal Revenue Services, this press briefing is to put in proper perspective the various content of the new tax reform, bringing it closer to the people.
What is going to be implemented by January next year is not strange to developed worlds. If you go there, it is done. And here, in most of the African countries, it is done. And you can imagine the number, the revenue that will be raked in to developing for project implementation. Because when you talk about budget, you have to match budget with revenue generation.
Have a buy-in in this process and understand the benefits and understand the harmonizations that have come through the new tax regime that is aimed at reducing multiple taxations and bringing the tax web into a format that is easily understandable and appreciated by the people. But in all,
the chairman of Akwa Ibom State Internal Revenue Services, Okono Konwai, addressing journalists, says the reform has come as a relief to many Nigerians, especially the low-income earners who are completely exempted.
We needed to take the burden away from the low-income people to the high-income earners. And then also there was fiscal imbalance. For those of us who are familiar with the fiscal policy and the national economy, up to last year, our tax to GDP ratio was about 6%, whereas average in the world is around 20%. Even in low-income countries, so we are beginning to grow that. Now it's running at 11%, 11%, and we hope that in the next 1 or 2 years after this reform, we should be able to approach 20% tax to GDP ratio.
The tax boss also announced that the service has constituted implementation committee to ensure seamless transition.
If, for instance, today I don't have up to 500 taxpayers in my tax database, and we are about 7.9 million. And so if my taxpayers are not up to 500, then there's something wrong. Let me even stretch that to 1 million. Just if I can have 1 million taxpayers in Akwa Ibom State, pay me average of 50,000 naira per year. That will be 50 million in one tax time. That is personal income tax. And when I get to property tax, the non-population property assets in Akwa Ibom State. By the time you collect another levies, we don't need to sweat. So all we need to do is to pay taxpayers into the tax levy, those who have not been paying, and relieve the low-income people and small businesses to be able to do it and make wealth, so that we can only tax wealth and not poverty.
There was question and answer session that provided clarity to areas of concerns. The new Tax Reform Act is to fully commence from January 1st, 2026. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.